The interim president of the Katonga Road faction of the Forum for Democratic Change Party, Erias Lukwago, led the way to rebuke the Electoral Commission for intent to frustrate their effort to register a political vehicle. Lukwago threatened the group would take serious action against the electoral body on Monday next week if they are not provided with the forms for registration of a political party.
EC is hereby given 1 week. Today is Monday 16th. If by Monday next week the promoters who are here have not been issued with the requisite forms for registration and the name reserved, we shall be constrained. We invite you here. Action will start from here. Where it will end, we are not telling you. But action will start from here on Monday. On Monday, if the forms are not issued this week, we shall start from here. Where we shall end, heavens knows.
This came about after the Electoral Commission rejected the group's suggested political party name, which is the People's Front for Freedom PFF, a font for a symbol, and the party slogan, Freedom for all for freedom. In a detailed response to the electoral body, the Katonga group contends that the argument raised about the similarity of the selected party colors is a biased view.
You mean FDC owns all these shades of blue? These ones? All these were patented by the FDC under the electoral political parties and organizations act? All these ones? That's absolute hogwash. That's why you said it's gibberish.
The group also disagrees with the notion that the similarity of the suggested party name, People's Front for Freedom PFF, which in the ears and eyes of the electoral body sounds like the People Power Front PFF.
Our slogan, People Power, Our Power, included in the new constitution as the slogan of the National Unity Platform. And it was gazetted, as you all know, so we do not know how they can come up again to give our slogan to another entity.
Using it as a facade, as a mask, as a cloak, to conceal the state orchestrated machinations of scattering our efforts at reorganizing the forces of change to give direction to the liberation struggle. That's the only reason.
Lukwago is disturbed that the individuals behind the People Power Front merely sought reservation like they did, but were not subjected to the same challenges. Although the reservation process has raised dust, both the electoral body and FDC Katonga Road faction appear to agree that the process is inconsequential in law. To this end, the electoral body indicates that they would have chosen to remain mute without a response to the group's desire to reserve the particulars.
Can you imagine if you are sent out to begin collecting signatures from 2/3 of the districts across the country, and then when you return with them, they tell you, by the way, there is a problem with the name. Oh, by the way, there is a problem with the symbol.
Muchunguzi points out that the intervention of the electoral body is only necessary when an application for registration has been tendered in. It is on these grounds that Muchunguzi says they are less bothered by the issued ultimatum.
It is too early to suggest that there is any delay or to even suggest any form of ultimatum.
Asked about this, political commentator Henry Kasacha advises on the need for the two parties to engage each other in a bid to reach a compromise within the law. Kasacha agrees that the failure to distinguish between political parties by their particulars could cause confusion among the electorate.
You see, names and acronyms in a society that is largely illiterate can be very confusing. And those who were around, you remember the late Haji Sebagala at a public rally in Makerere. He wanted to say FDCOA, but I think he had an account in DFCU, and eventually said DFCOA instead of trying to FDC. So, because Sebagala was just coming from Luganda-speaking kind of society, he didn't know English, and these acronyms, DFCU and FDC, actually confused him at that public rally.
Kasacha advises on the need for the electoral body to openly engage the public with clearly drawn measures for all to understand, to avoid the perceived bias of partisanship by sections of the members of the public.
It is up to the Electoral Commission in their performance of their work to ensure that they demonstrate goodwill, they demonstrate impartiality, but most importantly, impartiality in making some of these judgments that may require their personal discretion. They would rather engage this group before making such a communication. So you find that they must demonstrate impartiality.
Although the Alliance for National Transformation was registered before the last general elections, there were concerns that the Robert Chagulanyi's group would face similar challenges to the Katonga group. Instead, they opted to acquire an existing political vehicle, which was rebranded and renamed the National Unity Platform, NUP. Jackson Onyango, NTV.